Greetings, family. It's Empress D. I'm in nature. I'm by the water. It's always the best when I can get by the water. I love the water. I don't know if you guys no, you can't see it. I'm going to show you guys the water behind me. Yeah, and that sound. I like being by it when it's still as well, but the sound is there's nothing like it. Anyway, family, I wanted you guys to see my shirt. Look what it says. It says self-love is magical. Like, okay, now I don't shop anymore. I really try my best not to like be in stores because I don't need anything. Okay, and so I really stay out of the stores. And so I was somewhere early and there was a store beside, so I was like, okay, let me just kill some time. So I went in the store, and right when I walked in, look what I found, family. It was the only one, and it was my size and everything. So I had to, even though I don't need anything, I bought it because it's so wonderful. I don't really rock graphic tees, but when it says something impactful, I love rocking. So I like my shirt today. I'm proud of my shirt today, family. So today I wanted to talk about the chakra system. I wanted to revisit that, and I wanted to start diving into each one individually, okay? And so to begin, I'm going to start at the root, okay, at the base. And I think it's important to start at the base because the base is kind of the foundation, right? With this chakra, it kind of is one of those ones that kind of have to be somewhat balanced and unblocked in order for the higher chakras to function well, right? And that's why let's start at the base and the foundation, okay? And so that foundation is the root chakra, okay? So the color associated with the root chakra is red, okay? And so, it has to do with security, safety, homeostasis, the ability to actually just survive. It's the survival chakra. So it has to do with basically housing, having a home to live in, somewhere secure to live in, as well as finances, right? To make sure that you have enough to sustain yourself. It has to do with fear, right? Fear lives in this chakra, right? It's at the root, at the base, and if you really can't conquer fear, you can't conquer anything, right? And so that's what the root chakra kind of entails. And I went to post-secondary education, and I think anybody that goes has to take like psychology 101. They make everybody take this, and it's for a reason, because a lot of these theories I remember are similar to the chakra system. And I feel like if it's probably honest, a lot of these theories are probably based off of the chakra system. Sorry, family, honestly, I need to unclip my water before I start my video because I keep struggling with it. A lot of these so-called founders of psychology and founders of this theory and that theory, I think we're just tapping into ancient knowledge, right? Because when you look at Erickson's developmental stages, that first one is trust versus mistrust, right? It's that basic survival. That's when the baby's born, has no way to take care of himself, so they have to trust that those that are around them will care for them, right? So that's develops. That's the developmental stage, right? And it's the same thing with that root chakra. Security, a foundation, and feeling safe, feeling stable, right? It's super important, super important, right? And so when you think about having a blocked root chakra, you think about those that have housing instability, right? People that, don't have a stable place to live, people that don't have, a stable income, right? Or a stable supply of food, right? when one is going through that kind of challenge in life, it's likely that their root chakra is blocked, and clearly blocked, right? And of course they need to do work to unblock that, right? At the other side of it, so conversely, if somebody's root chakra is unbalanced or too open, they may be too driven by money and material goods and that sort of thing, right, family? So it can go both ways when we look at that, the chakras, right? It can go to being blocked or basically too open, unbalanced, right? Unbalanced on the other spectrum. So very interesting stuff. So I guess the aim is to balance that root chakra, right? To have the desire and the drive to gain financial means to buy material things, however, have it grounded in this state that you will only really strive to make what you need, right? And not in a excess, because why do you need to, right? So I think that would be an example of having someone that has a balanced root chakra, right, family? Maslow's hierarchy of needs, right? That housing, shelter, it's Erickson's developmental stages, family. I think it's based off of the chakra system. I could be wrong, but there's too many similarities and coincidences. And I think even with Maslow's, he has the colors. And I'd have to really look at it to see if those colors correspond with the chakra colors. That would be just too much, family, if it does, right? Anyway, family, I'm just here to offer food for thought. I'm also here to encourage people to take care of themselves, because it is of utmost importance. Get out by something like this every day, even if it's just for 10 minutes. It'll change your chemistry. It'll change your frequency, your vibrational frequency. It will not lower it. It will certainly elevate it, right? So it doesn't have to be this, but something specific to make you feel good, to help elevate your frequency every day. And doing it consistently will certainly work to elevate your frequency, and that is so necessary. I think that people don't recognize what's happening, and you don't have to. All you have to do is just elevate your frequency, family, and lead with love. Okay? So, family, that's it. That's all I have to say about that root chakra. Again, represented by the color red. There's always ways to unblock these chakras, right? So ways to unblock the chakras, they say, is to consume foods that are naturally of that color, right? Of that color of that chakra. So red foods, right? You want to eat some raspberries, maybe red apples, maybe pomegranate, anything red, right? Strawberries, I don't know, whatever red, right, family? And maybe that will help to unblock that sacral chakra. I'm sorry, I said sacral. I meant that root chakra. I'm so excited to talk about the sacral chakra, but that's next, family. But no, we're talking about the root chakra. So red foods to unblock that root chakra, right, family? So that's what's up. That's what's up with that root chakra. What other ways to unblock? They say to dance. They say to ground. They say to do things that will allow you to just be free in movement, especially of the lower half of the body, right? Always meditation. There's all of the kinds of practices to help unblock. But before you can start to unblock, you kind of have to recognize what it is, identify things in your life that may be associated, and then tackle the problem that way, right? And you'll be guided anyway. It's just how it works when you're tapped into that type of energy and frequency, okay, family? Anyway, I'm rambling again, and I don't mean to, so I just want to encourage you guys to get out there. Get out there and take care of yourself. Get out there in nature. Make sure you're doing something for yourself every day, okay? Thank you for taking the time to listen to this message, family. I really love and value each and every one of you, okay? One love.